Okay, hi, I'm Dr. Amy Crockett. I'm a maternal fetal medicine physician in Greenville, South Carolina with Prisma Health. And I just wanted to say an enormous thank you to our partners at the March of Dimes once again for helping us take the very best care we can of our moms and babies. When the COVID-19 epidemic started, one of the things that we tried to do as a healthcare system was try to keep the patients as safe as we can and as healthy as possible by trying to space out their prenatal care appointments or keep them from sitting together in crowded waiting rooms, which would increase opportunities for the viral transmission. We were really lucky that our healthcare system was able to stand up capacity to do virtual visits through telephones and computers so that we have the technology to be able to see patients that way. But one of the really unique challenges that we have for taking care of our pregnant moms is that, especially as we get into the end of pregnancy, we need the ability to be able to check their blood pressure. So hypertension and preeclampsia in the last few weeks of pregnancy is one of the biggest risk factors for maternal morbidity and mortality. And so the entire reason that prenatal care visits are scheduled so close together, which is every single week we see these women in our offices, is to make sure that they have normal blood pressures and aren't getting signs or symptoms of preeclampsia. We didn't feel like it was safe to do just virtual visits for patients without the ability to also be able to check their blood pressure. Blood pressure cuffs that are portable are, well, before COVID, were widely available and not terribly expensive. But now that we're in the pandemic conditions, it's really hard to find any type of medical equipment in any type of pharmacy or Walmart or other type of store. So patients that have the means to be able to purchase the blood pressure cuffs, we're having trouble finding them. And the deliveries from Amazon have been really delayed, so patients that were trying to order them online couldn't get them. And a lot of patients had lost their jobs or been furloughed, and so what might not have been a burdensome expense last month now is really the difference between being able to put dinner on the table tonight for their families or not. And so the gift of these blood pressure cuffs from the March of Dimes has really helped two populations of patients. One are the pregnant women in the third trimester who can now check their blood pressure safely at home. We actually watch them check with the blood pressure cuffs while we're doing the virtual visits, so we know for sure that they're doing it right, and let us be able to continue to give the patients the very best prenatal care, even though they're at home and we're in the office. The other group of patients that it has been really wonderful for are women who are admitted with preeclampsia that's a surprise and a new diagnosis out of the blue all of a sudden at the end of pregnancy. Those women are at risk for having severe hypertensive complications even after they go home from the hospital. And so usually we bring them back to check on them in the first 72 hours or 5 days following their delivery. But with the virus and the epidemic, these patients are extremely reluctant to come in again to crowded waiting rooms or bring their newborn infants with them into places where potentially they could both be exposed. And so being able to send those patients home with blood pressure cuffs where we can call them and talk to them to make sure that they're doing okay, and then also have that really reassuring information that their blood pressures are normal, has just been tremendously helpful for us. The rate of change that's come with the COVID epidemic in medicine has just been incredible. Not only are we learning so much about this particular disease itself, but all the structural changes in the way that we deliver care and the way that we treat patients is really just every day we're trying new things, drive-through visits, televisits, spacing out prenatal care visits. And it has just been so tremendously wonderful to be working with a partner like the March of Dimes that is just as innovative as we are in adapting quickly and helping us identify and meet the needs of the patients that we see. So we're just thrilled that we could have been part of the pilot project here in Greenville to be able to provide our patients with their own home blood pressure cuffs so that we could safely space out their prenatal care visits. to accommodate these virtual care visits incorporated with traditional face-to-face visits and lab draws. And then also really it's just been tremendously impactful in taking care of our moms going home with preeclampsia, to keep them safe at home, and to be reassured that they're healing and recovering like we need them to. So thank you so much, as always, for your support. We need good partners like this to be able to keep our moms and babies and families healthy. And here's to healthy moms and babies. Thank you.